Hi there. I keep opening up the wrong thing. I'm looking for Discord. Where did Discord go? I am once again a mess. But I am here, and that's something, I think, worth celebrating. So, hi. Oh, lots of things are updating right now. Oh, and I didn't even check to see if you can... Okay. I do think you can hear me, at least. Oh, and I should probably also double check that... Yeah, okay, update Firefox. I haven't turned on my PC in a long time. So, we're running into some issues. Hi, Gypsy Vegan. Hey, Featureless. Good. Well, that confirms that I am, in fact, live. Love that. Love that for me. All right. I'm going to go post on the old Discord. Going live. Hey, everyone. Oops. And yes, I am allowed to mention everyone. It is my goddamn Discord. Sort of. All right. Hey, 242. Hey, Jeff. It is almost Friday, and that is nice. Well, kind of. So I'm working through the weekend this weekend. I have so much to do. I'm going to be doing one of my things right now. So I busted out this elderly iPhone. I think I need to erase a bunch of stuff from it for this to work. But so next week is the climate ride. Hey, Trick. How's it going? Hope you're doing as well as you can, considering. It's good to see you too. Yeah, I'm sorry for not streaming. What a time I've had. October just like flew past me. Which is why spooky season is continuing until Thanksgiving. I'll hear no more about it. All of the stuff is staying up. At Thanksgiving, of course, it will then become Christmas. But so yeah, I did jaunt off to Vegas last week. Probably a mistake. Good Trick. Hey, Peter. Probably a mistake, but I had friends who were in Vegas. They wanted me to come out. It's been a while since I've been out there. So, and we found some really cheap flights. So we went for it. I should have stayed home and continued to train because, yeah, I come back. I rushed to get my last video of the month out, which if you follow me on social media or on Patreon, you know, ended up being pointless, sort of. I mean, it wasn't. Anyway, I don't want to think about it. This has been a day. And then, like, for this week, you know, I need to get ahead of videos for November. Hey, Herb. Because of this ride. So I'm like rushing to research. I think I found a good topic for one video. I started writing it, the script, but I was like, you know what? I think I can carve out some time. Hey, KO'd. And see my pals, because I haven't streamed in way too long. So, yeah. So I went on a bike ride today because the ride starts next Sunday. Not this Sunday, but the following. I have to drive down to Palm Springs the day before. And for those of you who aren't aware, I'm doing this climate ride thing. I raised a bunch of money. And I promised that I would do this. So now I'm going to be riding like 50 to 75 miles a day for 5 days in a row. Hi, Aldo. Good to see you. And I had never done anything like that. I was hoping that at this point I would be in better shape. But I'm not. I have not been strict with my diet. Again, I went to last week in Vegas. I got a text from Drew Curtis, my buddy who's coming along with me on this ride. He was like, "Hey, how's training going?" And I was like, "Well, I'm in Las Vegas and I've been drinking since 10 a.m. He's like, "Oh boy." Oh yeah, Peter, are you watching there's like a UK version and an American version, I think. Hey, Micah. I've heard it's pretty good. Or at least I heard the American version's pretty good. Hey, Belgrath. You can still donate, but and I would love that. I have hit my goal. I don't think Drew has. It looks like he has on the website because he had a deadline. So if you'll recall, Death Valley we were supposed to do it in Death Valley. Death Valley got flooded due to climate change. The irony. And so at the last minute, they switched it to Joshua Tree, and Joshua Tree had a baseline that was twice as much for fundraising. So I managed to hit it, but Drew didn't. I'm just logging into Climate Ride. So, hey, Vincent. Do you not have Coke Zero where you're from? Let's see. Here's my page. So yeah, I've hit my goal. Where is Drew's page? I think the switch maybe screwed up more stuff. Maybe it doesn't show that Drew and I are on a team together. Let me see. Don't worry, I'll find him eventually. So yeah, here we go. True. All right, I'm gonna put I'll put a link to his thing in chat. Oh, first I have to open up the stream over here. Not play myself. Okay. Sorry that took so long. I think that should work. Thanks. Yeah, if you can help Drew out, because I'm pretty sure I met mine, but he did not. So. Oh, I see Vincent. Come on by and pick some up. So anyway, I did a ride this morning. It was only it was less than 20 miles. I think I underestimated, not the effort. I knew it would take a lot of effort, but the time management has really been a problem. Like being on the bike for 4 hours at a time. It's just so disruptive to my entire lifestyle. Hey, Consider. That I just, carving out that time has been really hard. So I've done one long ride, and I actually, hey, I want to be a dog. Hey, John, it's a 0-calorie soda, so this actually does not negatively impact my And it's got caffeine in it, so it's actually, if anything, it's kind of good for cycling. It's been so. The other thing is like switching from, I was trying to build muscle, but now I'm doing all this cardio, so switching back and forth from like protein to carbs and like trying to pay attention to how much of each I'm getting. It's required so much more mental space. Like the only other recent like big fitness challenge that I've done has been just like dropping weight, which super simple, just eat less. Hey, Beardley. It's perfectly true, John. Yeah. There's the diet soda has zero impact on my on my training. What does have a negative impact is like the crap that I've been eating, the alcohol I have been drinking. That stuff is really bad. This is just a happy treat. And yeah, like caffeine does really help for pre-workouts. I don't use Coke for pre-workout. I don't do pre-workout stuff, but that's a lot of people do. And I think like I don't know. There's caffeine's in a lot of like workout stuff. But yeah, so just finding the time, like 3 to 4 hours on the bike at a go, it's just so much to like figure out in one chunk that I just don't. Renaissance periodization. I think I do follow him. That's a. Hold on. Renaissance. Oh, there it is. Yes, I like that guy. I think he is very funny. Yeah. I found him just a couple months ago, and he cracks me up. His delivery is very funny. There was one thing he said that I disagreed with. What was it? Oh, it was about core work. So I trust his expertise in general, but he, I think, was overly dismissive of core work, talking about how basically like the whole abs are made in the kitchen, not the gym. But I think he took it a little too far. He was way too dismissive of planks and things. And as somebody with a really bad lower back, those like core work is really important for me. And I think it's really important for a lot more people than who realize it. So, yeah. Oh, hello. Yeah, happy. Maybe wait until the sun comes up at least. Yeah, John, I'm not saying you have to drink caffeine or diet sodas to bike that much, obviously. I'm just saying it doesn't hurt. And like, I mean, if you have some research I've never heard of that says diet soda for some reason negatively impacts cardio, I'd be astonished, but very interested in reading it. So yeah, I'm trying to get on the bike more this weekend. So I'll be doing that all weekend. And also I'm just trying to figure out all the logistics stuff. So what I'm doing now is I'm trying to set up this old phone to act as a repository for GoPro videos. Yeah. For a second there, I thought, wait, no, that's something you put in your butt. And then I realized, no, that's suppository. I believe I was correct, that repository. Maybe Robert, that might have been what he was talking about. But it's also like That's not true for me. Like deadlifts are so bad for me. Like they really fuck up my lower back. So yeah, like I don't know. I just I know he knows way more than me, but he maybe doesn't know more than my doctor, and my doctor has been very clear that those exercises are necessary for me to remain mobile. Um, so yeah, I'm hoping that I can use this old phone because it takes forever to get the videos off of the GoPro. I've got a bunch of spare batteries, but I only have 2.5 decent video cards, and for 5 full days of riding, I'm gonna need to like clear off the card, I think. But it takes so long, and I'm like, I can't imagine finishing a ride after a long day and then not wanting to just like lounge around on my phone a bit and catch up on things. So I'm hoping that I can set this up um, so that like I can get back to my room and then just like plug this in, get the stuff off of it. Peter, yeah, I bet the Highlands are pretty tough. Hi, Red. Yeah, John. No, the I was doing deadlifts back before training for this event. I was really into calisthenics, so I and unfortunately because of this event, I've had to kind of put all that on the back burner. It's a shame because I miss doing it, and I will go back to doing it after the event. But as it is, like I was just too sore the day after. Not like super sore, but I felt like it was impacting my performance on the bike. So I decided to put a pause on that um, while I do this bike thing. So yeah, but I've got the GoPro mount set up. So hopefully I'll have a bunch of cool video when I get back of Joshua Tree, and yeah, I think I've got it all figured out. I just ordered some more padded bike shorts because I only have 2 pairs right now, and it's a 5-day event, so uh, feels like that is necessary. But yeah, I'm like I go back and forth between being excited for this trip and also kind of dreading it. Like I feel like I'm not perfectly ready, and I don't I don't know, I'm a little nervous about it. And also I kind of want to get back to being able to do a variety of physical activities like as it is right now. If, the surf looks good, I'm like, well, I should probably spend those few hours on the bike instead of surfing. Yeah, I did an early longer ride on my old bike, and I was like, I think I'm gonna get the padded shorts. um, and yeah, I have been enjoying them thus far. GoPro would like to find, yeah. All right, Hero 7. But I ran into a problem. So on the one really long ride I did, the video card fucked up. The SD card fucked up. No GoPro detected. Oh, make sure it's in pairing mode. Well, I don't. How do I do that? Pairing mode. Connect device. Here we go. I'm smart. All right. This is working. It's all coming together. Yeah, I've heard about the butter. Yeah, I guess I should get some. I haven't had any issues, but I haven't done, 50 miles a day for 5 days in a row. All right, I'll make a mental note. Lost connection. Sorry, I thought that this would be easy, but it is not. Oh, here we go. Hero 7. I'm not going to figure this out. Oh, really? Derby girls wear padded shorts? That sounds horrible. I used to skate roller derby, and I can't imagine, it'd be like skating with a menstrual pad in. That's the only thing I don't really love is walking around in the padded shorts. They're so chunky. All right, connect. Successful. Paired. Done. All right. No, I'm not subscribing. Okay. Excellent. So now I have a bonus camera. Yeah, I don't think I'm ever going to do a climate ride again after this. But I'm glad that it got me back into cycling. The fact that I can now, when I first moved here to the hills, I could not get up my hill to save my life. Hi, Rix. Howdy. Oh, that sounds fun, Culture. I occasionally get ads for skates. Skates are so cute now. When I was skating roller derby, you had to get these hideous skates and then duct tape them up, all to hell. And now they're shimmery and rainbow. And I'm like, oh, I want a pair of those. But what am I going to do with them? I'd go outside and I'd go down the hill and I would just die. So, but yeah, I am grateful to this climate ride thing for getting me back into cycling. The fact that I can actually ride up my hill now. And last week for the first time, so when I do a loop and I come back around, there's a particularly steep part. Apparently it's according to Strava, it's 17 degrees, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it's really fucking hard, and it comes at the end of my ride. And so I got up it for the first time last week. Today I was like, oh yeah, I can do this, no problem. I'm gonna charge up the hill because it wasn't that long of a ride, and I did it last week, so I was feeling confident. But when I was going up the less steep hill on the way to that steep section, I guess I shifted down too quickly, and the chain came off, and I'm still a little edgy about my cleats. So that was a little panicky moment of getting unclipped and trying not to eat shit. I did end up being fine, but then also getting going again on a steep hill. I managed to put the chain back on with no problem, but then, so if you're not aware, clipless cleats, they have like a thing on the bottom, and so you connect to the pedal. So then, like, hey, Floyd. So then your foot is always connected to the pedal unless you turn your ankle out and pop it out. And like, it's such a stressful thing for me getting going on a hill because I'm like, if the gear isn't just right, I'm going to lose my balance. I'm not going to unclip in time, and I'm going to fall on my ass, or on my shoulder at least. But I managed to do it. It was fine. But then by the time I got to the steep part of the hill, I was like, that's enough stress for one day. I'm just going to walk up this. So that's where I am. I know I'm complaining a lot about all of this, but I am feeling like pretty good. And, like, it's a supported ride, so I know that there's, worst case scenario, I throw in the towel. I can always get a ride up to the top of a hill. But I also know me, and I'm very stubborn, so I feel like I'm not going to do that, and instead I'm just going to die. So, I don't know. I guess we'll see. So then that's going to be an entire week. So I'm hoping to get a couple more videos done this weekend. So I can finally get ahead of things, and I'm not like rushing at the end of the month to catch up. We'll see if that happens. And then I was thinking, like, once I'm done this trip, because of all the shit with Patreon today, I need to, like, I really got to come up with a plan B. Like, I've known that this is coming for a long time. I've been ready for Patreon to completely shit the bed. So it's not a surprise, but it comes at a very annoying time. I'd like to see that culture. Vincent, there is not a sidecar on the new bike. The new bike is made for climbing hills with as little weight as possible. But I do have a trailer for Indy that I have not used since moving to the hills. When I lived on a flat island, I would ride Indy in the trailer to the dog park. Now, I have an e-bike, and again, the hills are so steep, and this is a very cheap e-bike that I don't think it's powerful. It's very heavy in and of itself, and so I don't know if it would be powerful enough to get up these hills with a sidecar, but I've thought about it. But in the meanwhile, Indy rides in a backpack on my back on the e-bike. So we do that maybe like once a week or so. I'll ride down because my husband takes the car. We only have one car, and so he'll take the car to the shuttle bus to work. And so every now and again, I throw Indy in the backpack. We e-bike down to the park and ride, basically, and then we have like a date night. And then we just throw the bike on the back of the car. But, when we were in Carmel and Monterey, I have found a bike rental place that does e-bikes with sidecars. And so we took Indy on the 17-mile drive around Carmel. And first of all, the bikes themselves were very cute. They were like these retro-looking cafe racer style, but they're bikes. And second of all, Indy got so much attention, and he brought so much joy to everyone who went by us or who we went past, that it really made me want to get one of those for our house. But yeah, I don't even think those nicer e-bikes, they're so heavy with the sidecar and with Indy. I don't think that they could actually even get up the hill, even like full power with me pedaling as hard as I can, you know. Yeah, he could probably do a unicycle. Oh, or an RC car. Well, he's 35 pounds. So I think we'd more be talking about a like Power Wheels sort of deal. Maybe that's a future build for me. A Power Wheels that like automatically follows me on my bike. If we had more like bike paths without cars on them, I would totally do that. Patreon, they had some, they did this whole redesign. There's a free post over at patreon.com/Rebecca if you want the details, but they did this redesign that basically hid the checkbox for charging patrons and hid the ability to see which posts were sponsored by patrons. And I luckily I figured it out halfway through the month that I hadn't charged patrons for the first two videos I posted. So I could only edit that using the Patreon app, which apparently had some kind of bug because I went in and I changed it to charge for these posts. And then today I went to check, my October earnings, and they're 25% lower than they should be. And I double checked the posts in the app, and they are not sponsored by patrons. So Patreon cost me several $1,000s, and it really sucks because, especially this month, I've been so thrifty. This, for like most of this year, I have been incredibly good with money. We had a trip to Hawaii, but that was thanks to my in-laws, So like I've just been really good with money. And then in the past 2 months, basically, first I decided to do this bike ride. It changed to a more expensive trip, not just for fundraising, but like for me, because I would have to drive. I have to drive in now, and like there's like an extra day now. The bike rental was going to be like $500 or $600. So I decided, you know what? I'm gonna buy a new bike. I haven't had a new bike in 15 years. They've come a long way. I found an amazing deal on one. So I'm like, you know what? Just doing it. And then we thought Indy was dying, and we had to take him to the vet. He wasn't dying, but while there, they did find that he had a tooth that needed to be pulled. So basically, Indy has cost me $2,000 this month. And then there's the bike. And then there's all the accoutrement that I need for the bike. I was like, well, I have to record it, so I need a GoPro mount. And then I need some extra GoPro batteries. And then I need some more bike shorts. And at first I was like, I can go cheap on those. And I looked at Amazon, and I'm like, these are rated pretty well. Let's check the bad reviews just to be sure. And they were like, these came full of pubic hair. And I was like, I'll just get the shorts from REI. And then I was like, do I need jerseys? So I did go cheap on a jersey, and I wore it for the first time today, and it was fine. I guess that's good. I don't know. I don't know. What else I had to get new pedals for the bike. And then I got lights. It's just safety lights, you know. Um, my husband is like, this is the most expensive charitable activity I have ever seen in my life. uh, so, yeah. Hi, Misty. Sorry, catching up on chat now. Really, Radmobile? That's fucking dope. I would love that. All right, later, John. And yeah, the Patreon redesign. Now I can't tell the difference between when I have Patreon open in one tab and Twitter in the other. I keep getting them confused because they're both like indistinguishable black logos that make no sense. Oh my God, Floyd. And yeah, like, hey, Court. Don't go cheap on things near your crotch. Yeah, that's what I figured. Like, I tried out a pair of shorts from REI that were on sale, and they're, like, still on clearance. So I was like, all right, I'll just get 2 more of those. But they're, like, still $40 each. I now own, like, $120 of padded shorts. Like, it's my poor husband. And so then, yeah, this morning I texted my husband. And I was like, you know, all that money I've been spending, I might need your help with the mortgage payment this month because of Patreon. But all right, here's the good news. This is what I was about to say, is that after this ride, maybe after November, because I'm going to have some catching up on videos to do after the ride, and it's Thanksgiving and stuff. So maybe in December, like, I need to come up with new ways to make money, basically, so that I'm at least just less stressed about relying upon one company that just keeps fucking up. So, like, one way to do that is to try to grow my YouTube channel more, which I've always been against because fuck the algorithm. So, like, I'm not going to do a bunch of, like, I'm not going to go off and make, you know, drama videos or, you know, change things substantially. But I might actually just, you know, try to market myself better. I don't know. We'll see. No, Zachary. No, but that's a good idea. Maybe REI should sponsor me. No, I've always been so much against sponsorships too. Like, that's kind of right out. So that's one thing, is just like marketing and, you know, figuring out how to grow my channel more. 'Cause like AdSense pays for shit until you start getting like the million viewers thing, and then I guess it's pretty good. So the situation with Rebecca just got so much worse. I've seen that headline. Like, you could put any creator or something in place of my name, and like that, when I was researching the Illuminati thing, like, it resulted in a lot of drama channels showing up in my feed. And it's always like somebody I've never heard of. So it's like, the flower snake drama just got so much worse. I'm like, who? And then, like, I would sometimes click on it and watch, and then I'd just be like, no, I can't bring myself to care. So the other thing, though, that's always in the background as a possibility is I could just write a fucking book. I don't know if I don't know if it would make money. I know it wouldn't get published by anybody. I'd have to self-publish it. But that's a thing that I might look back into. So, yeah. Yeah, and I actually did see a thing that was like the Illuminati. It did work. Like I did see the Illuminati thing has just gotten so much worse recently, and I did click on it because I, obviously was interested in that drama. But then it was immediately boring. It's like I feel like they're desperate to keep it going. Yes, culture, like, yeah, I know. I'm not gonna be a millionaire over it, but it would at least be like an alternate form of income and something to do with my time, so I don't feel like I'm just treading water. And thank you, GP. Yeah, my favorite is when I'll click on something out of curiosity and it will be like inset, so like somebody replying to somebody who's replying to someone else, and it's like, where have we come as a society? Indy, what is it? Come tell me. Indy, come here. Oh no, did it disappear? Oh no. He's so cute. He just came why did it disappear? Oh, there it is. He just came trotting in. I forgot that I put this little t-shirt on him. So a lot of people thought that what is it? Was there somebody out there? I'm sorry. Indy, I love you. You want a treat? Yeah? So a lot of people thought that, sit, good boy, shake, yeah, there you go. A lot of people thought that our Calvin and Hobbes costume for Halloween was actually Winnie the Pooh. They thought I was Tigger and he was Piglet. And so that gave me the idea, like, well, maybe I should make him a Pooh costume. And then I can just recycle the tiger onesie. So the first part of it came today. And it's this child's t-shirt I got. India's are you a 4-year-old? A 4T, I believe. And so now we're just waiting on some Pooh ears. Yeah. You like your t-shirt? I like it on you. I forget about it, and then you come jogging in here, and you look so cute. Oh, boy. I forget what I was talking about now before that happened. How to tell when adults are full of shit. That could be fun. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what strikes me when I sit down to write. Sit. Good boy. Lay down. Good boy. Stay. Well, that's 2 sales right there. All right. What about you, Indy? Would you read it? Maybe we should do a children's book for a younger set, starring Indy as the world's most skeptical dog. Indy would not be a skeptic. He's very gullible, actually. I have in the past, when I'm working in the morning, just set up the camera. When I was fostering Bug, actually, I would set up the camera because they were really cute together. I could go back to doing that, yeah. Play some lo-fi beats over it. We'll see. All right, guys, I'm going to call it there. I'm going to go back to writing this video, but it was good to catch up with you guys. I am not going to be streaming tomorrow. I am hopefully going to be on the bike like all day. I don't know. And like next week is up in the air. I got a lot of stuff to do next week. A lot of miles to put on the bike and videos to write. So, only pause. That's a great idea. All right. Thanks for joining me, guys. Thanks for all the free book ideas. I appreciate it. I am going to start an only pause. I think that's fantastic.